Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be building a tool that I know that I've been needing for a very long time. And it's going to help me a lot with all of the builds that I'm working on. For example, the pontoon, which is underneath this cover. We've got also my uncle's Mercedes and even the Toyota Crown. And what is this special tool? We are going to be making a sandblasting cabinet. That's right, I got myself a sandblasting machine and I got myself a barrel. And on the bottom there, I got metal left over from when I built this place. See, I still got a bit more actually. That's gonna be used for the frame for the Mozzie build. That's gonna be used for the frame. But yeah, since I have a lot of metal left over, we are going to use that metal to make a cabinet for the sandblasting. Now this is a tool that I think is going to improve the results of my work a lot more than what I'm actually doing now, because before what I would use is I would use a drill and just wire brush it and clean up everything as much as I can, and then I would prep it for paint or anything like that. But now with the sandblasting machine, I'll be able to get a much nicer finish. I'm pretty sure the jobs will look a lot better. So yeah, let's get to it and start building a frame for the barrels. What the plan is, I'm gonna get this square tubing and I'm going to build a frame to have this sitting up, and then the hoses for the sandblaster are going to be feeding through these holes, and then that will be a passage for a light inside. And of course I'm going to drill a couple of circles on the side there to put your hands through with the glove, and on the top a little window so then we can see what we're doing. And on the opposite side we're going to create the door. So that is the plan. We're going to get started by welding the frame together, placing this on top, and then we'll continue with cutting the rest of it. So here we go. Now I had planned to do this a long time ago, so I've already pre-cut the metal at the bottom there. Let's not waste any more time and start welding. Now here we go. First phase is done, which is making the stand for the big barrel. What I'm going to do next, I'm not going to do it today because I've already run out of time, but I'm going to connect the hose, feed it in through here. Which hose I'm talking about? I'm talking about this hose, the one with the big nozzle, in order to do the sandblasting. So that is going to go through that hole at the bottom over there. The top hole here, I'm going to run a light inside. On the top here, I'm going to cut a little window section where I can put a window there, and just here, right there, and there are going to be the holes where I put my hands in with the gloves so we can do the sandblasting. And that would keep everything intact and clean inside this barrel. So anyway, on this side, I'm gonna cut out this whole section here and make it a little door so we can put stuff inside. So that'll be the next step. I've run out of time today, so I need to go home, shower, and get ready for bed because I got work tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll continue on with the next part, So here we go.
48 hours later.
All right, so it's a couple of days. I'm gonna continue on with cutting up the tanker, making it ready for sandblasting, yeah? I forgot to charge my camera, so I'm not gonna be recording this. So I'm gonna get through this, cut it all open, clean the inside, get rid of most of the oil in there, start cutting up for the gloves. Let's get that done quickly, and then I'll record once I have something to show. Woo, check it out. All that smoke's from the grinding. Cut out this whole big opening. There's the cover right there. Oh, there we go, we have our opening now. I need to put a hinge on the bottom here, so then this will open downwards, and then put a little lock on the top there, so then we can lock it on the top. And yeah, so for now, I need to try and get all that oil out, give this a good clean somehow. Then yeah, start making the hinges and the lock. Look at the leftover oil. That looks disgusting, eh? Obviously this barrel's been sitting outside for a while, so I mean she's already a bit mixed with water. We got the extractor, we're gonna get most of that out. I'll probably get a brake clean or carby cleaner and clean all the inside. I need to get some of that, more of that mesh that we use on all around the top of the workshop. I'm gonna get some of that mesh, just make a flat surface here so then we can sit things on top, and then try and have a drain for the sand in the middle somehow. Yeah, let's just continue on. If I don't get to finish this, at least I'll still be able to use it by next week. So, because I really need to get the wheels for the pontoon sanded. Not only the wheels, the steering column, the steering shaft, all of that stuff needs to be sandblasted. So yeah, Need to get this done as quickly as possible. All right, so I've drained out all the oil from inside. I had to degrease it, but I just realized I ran out of degreaser, so I have nothing to clean inside this container. So I'm gonna have to go buy some more stuff now. So anyway, while I'm at it, I'm gonna buy some degreaser, hinges, and a lock, so then I can create the door. See if I can find myself a light. Go get something cheap from like Mr. DIY or something like that. Oh yeah, no, I need to buy the big, thick rubber gloves to put on the hands, so then we can drill the holes. And I need to find the glass, so I need to go buy a few things, obviously. Because I'll see you guys on the next clip, huh? So yeah, see you again.
2,000 years later.
So it's a new day and we've got a lock for the door thing and a couple of hinges. So these are screwed on, but we're not gonna screw them on, we're just gonna weld them on because I don't want these to fall apart at all. So how they're gonna go is just the two hinges at the bottom, one lock at the top. Yeah, like I said, gonna weld it on, get it done quickly, and then start cleaning the barrel. Now usually to buy the Perspex or anything like that, it's very expensive. Just keep it simple. What you do is just go to a Mr. DIY shop and you buy a certificate. That comes with a simple glass on it. Use that, measure it up, cut it up, make a box, and then just sit that on top, screw it down, done. We're gonna work on the hinges. I got some degreaser. I tried to clean it up as well, and it didn't work very well. I'm just gonna use diesel and then rinse it all out, and then that should be good. Let's get straight into it. Here we go. All right, and the hinges and the lock is all installed. This is still very hot because I just finished welding it. Ouch. Ow. What? Just like that. Opens up. We have access. Gonna put the chicken mesh on the top here. Open up the holes. Open up the glass. And then she's good to go. So not much more left to do. So we shall get it done soon. Ow, it's still very hot. But that works beautifully. Look at this. Nice.
3 weeks later.
Hi guys, so it's been a few weeks. What has happened to my workshop? So unfortunately, I haven't been able to use my workshop at all. And reason being is I haven't a flea infestation. Remember that little gap at the bottom of my door there? Stray cats got in there and they infested the whole place with fleas. I mean, I can still work. I go in there and I work and I get bitten by fleas. I can manage the pain, it's fine. But then I had to stop when I was taking the fleas home and they were biting my baby girl. So I had to do something about it. I got some quotations to get the flea infestation settled, but it's way above my price range. So I haven't been able to do any work inside the workshop and the jobs have been stuck. Anyway, so, and I couldn't come up with the money, but I need a solution because I need something to do in order to get these fleas out of here so I can continue working, because if not, the workshop's going to waste. I did some research and it turns out fire is the thing that kills every life cycle of a flea, you know, so when they're born and they're jumping around, sucking blood everywhere. Also in the eggs and the hatching stage, fire will kill all of it. So I'm going to attempt to burn the whole ground floor of this workshop and kill as many of the fleas and the flea eggs that I can. I know it sounds stupid, but it's the only solution I can come up with. Let's see how it works out, huh? Let's see if this goes really well or horribly wrong, huh? I got myself a big gas bottle and a flamethrower. I'm going to burn as much of the floor that I can, kill as many of the fleas as I can, and hopefully that will clear up everything. I'm not wasting the time and get straight to it, huh? So here we go, huh? Alright. Here's my little flamethrower, my gas bottle. Let's see if this works, huh?
I'm taking shots at the enemy. I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new rock, electronic, blow the sonic roof up. I'm too honest when I take a few shots. They're too toxic, need to take the noose off. You cannot save me.
No one was injured when a man lit his garage on fire. Police say he was trying to kill fleas and ticks. The fire broke out just before midnight at a home on Hill Street near 4th in Edinburgh. Edinburgh Fire Chief Sean Snyder says the fire was contained to the garage area. Chief Snyder says it was caused when the resident used lighter fluid in an attempt to kill the fleas and ticks.